Okay, we have a new chapter of Houseki no Kuni, the land of the lustrous. The last one. A lot of pretty crazy stuff happened. Adamant shattered to pieces and left Foss his eye. Foss was then treated to a vision of seeing the previous world destroyed by meteors. The lunar prince showed up. It seemed that his plan from the start. I have to sneeze. Oh my god, all night I felt like I had to sneeze. I'll just use the head massager to alleviate the need to sneeze. Which is a thing you can do. It's one of the many powers of the head massager. So, unsure what's going to happen now. The last chapter ended with it saying big things are happening for the moon gems too. So it looks like we're maybe taking a step back from the crisis on Earth to see how the Lunar Society is handling things. The Lunar Prince has returned. Acmea. Black boxes seem to be filled with pieces of gems. Of course, they have annihilated all of the remaining Earth gems. Just hauling back their chunks now. Really, really good shot here. Just the hustle and bustle of the moon environment. I can never forget just what a huge tonal twist it was when Fos first got to the moon and saw just how jolly they were, how excitable and happy, and what a strange civilization he had stumbled into. Excellent outcome. Us too. Done the final adjustments. The gem to Lunarian transformation machine is complete. We call it the gem to Lunarian transformation machine. Strangely lighthearted moment after all this gem on gem violence, after Adamant's destruction, after Fos's despair and confusion. Just having a good time back on the moon. Receive perfect results in every simulation. All that's left is the live test. So of course, Ghost Quartz, or whatever he's calling himself now, I can't recall, sorry, has been eagerly awaiting this day. I like how this is shot. I like how this is paneled. Just seeing Ghost Corpse disrobe himself. The shot from behind. A total abandonment of the life that we knew for him. As he boldly strides towards the gem to Lunarian transformation machine. Can't use it, princess. Of course it is, but 1 in a million chance something happens to you would be so unforgivable that they'd find my dust all the way to Venus. Hey, isn't the whole idea that the Lunarians are invincible? Wait. No. This is the gem scientist, isn't it? What am I saying? Yeah. That's why he's talking about dust. I thought it was a Lunarian scientist at first. But no. This is the collaboration between the Lunarian scientist, who's the goatee man, and this gem, whose name eludes me at the time. So now Goshi is running in. Sure. So why did they all want to be Lunarians so bad? Goshi, he was like partying with the Lunarians all the time. Just kind of enjoyed his life here on the moon. I suppose always wanted to be a Lunarian, perhaps, for the full immersive experience. I don't know. But he's in there. Let's see what happens. The song starts playing with, like, cartoony notes and stuff. Huh? Tonight I have a date at the end of the universe. I'm sure you already know I'm different from yesterday. This is one of the pop songs of Diamond, when she was the Lunarian pop star. I love these musical notes, though. They're so cute. The shooting stars and planets and hearts and moons and stuff. It's wonderful. My gosh. Just the aesthetic world of this series is so unique, so bizarre, so free. Free to do something like this. I have no idea why it's happening. Oh, the song is just the length of the treatment, so if we fit to use. So they're just doing this as like a timing thing. Jump into the arms that sweep and spin with a style that couldn't beg more. Sure you already know I won't always be this way. Oh! Congrats! Good for him? Would transitioning have saved him? Okay. There's Ghosh in the Lunarian form. Uh-oh. Starting to melt already. I'm just kidding, you guys. You can use it now. The author's corner says, I got my PS5. Yay. Is it still hard to get a PS5? It's outrageous if it's still hard to get a PS5. That's insane. I wonder if that's like deliberate scarcity. Or I guess it's probably just more like COVID supply chain stuff, but unreal. It's been out for like months and months and months now, hasn't it? I don't know. I don't care. I never had a PS4. I didn't really even have a PS3. I only buy Nintendo consoles, really. Lunarian transformation. Could not find the memories of the gems that were taken to the moon because their inclusions had been expelled. But recently we discovered them surfaced from the deep ice on another moon with a unique magnetic field, and so we collected them. Oh, I remember they were going to go look at the ice. They were talking about this idea of inclusions, that the ice had like a consciousness because of them, and this was the explanation for way back then with Antarctite and stuff, that that Fos could hear the voice of the ice and such. That it all came down to these inclusions, which are things that kind of arise from a certain crystalline structure, and then this sort of effervescent entity that contains like memories and personalities and stuff. So they're collecting these, cannot restore these memories to the original inclusions in the body, and transplant some of the same parts as Lunarian have, so they'll be restored as Lunarians. Okay. This is all interesting. So they can bring back the gems that were long, long dead and long had been dusted across the moon. Sort of. Can be brought back as Lunarians. It's interesting, though, because they have this very, like, forward-facing plan to save the gems that have been lost, while simultaneously conducting a raid on Earth, the purpose of which is to bring about the annihilation of all Lunarians. So would that include these new-made Lunarians, these gems turned Lunarian? Would they also be prayed out of existence? It is unclear to me. Yeah, I don't know. Just in general, I kind of thought it was like just kind of over for them. Yes, that's the idea. That you and everyone else become Lunarians too. Use your unique luster and coloration, become light, and be no physical distinctions between us, opening a whole new world of interposition and possibilities. Write down all the pros and cons if you're interested. Others, they're asking what you're going to do. Makes sense. Then if it ends the fight between us... Okay, this all seems kind of irrelevant, though. No? When, on the other hand, Archimedes and Fos are trying to just kind of end conscious life in general? It's not clear, and it's tough because Archimedes' plans have always been sort of mysterious to us, and Fos now has like 5 different personalities living inside of him. So it's not really clear who's in charge anymore, or if Fos really even understands anymore why he's doing the things he's doing. It seems more of just a compulsion at this point. Okay, so here are where the gems are being revived as Lunarians, perhaps? This is a really cool shot. This, again, is just... I don't know, like, the series' ability to come up with just new visuals. Like the architecture of the moon, or just a shot like this that is so unlike anything you just see anywhere else in manga. It's really enthralling, it just grips you, you know? Well, Agato, what do you think of that? What's your name? Neologism in the lost language that means abundance and transcendence. Is that a real word? No. The first thing that pops up is the Houseki no Kuni wiki. But I wanted to have a name. I like it. It's a mouthful. Antarctite and Antarcticite is here too. I don't want to fix you up. Be very careful not to let you get lonely, so I ended up dragging it out. Even Sensei is here? Even Sensei is here as a Lunarian? What? 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 Okay. Very, very confused as to what's happening now. And Turkite has her traditional hug with Sensei, as she always did when she revived in the winter. Where's Phospholite? What happened to him? I asked him to take care of you. You rendered me useless and allowed me to be destroyed. I am deeply grateful to him. So even adamant was brought back to the moon, the chunks of adamant, and revived through the same process. And presumably these are all just gems partying and cavorting around here. So is this like a good end? But the Lunarians never get to go to oblivion. They never get annihilated. But what is happening? What is happening? Is this good? Am I happy? The powers of science and Phos's rampage have combined to revive all gems on the moon as Lunarians, where they can just live peacefully forevermore. More accurately, he said, if only you were never here, then break. Everyone is present. Okay. Sensei meeting with Akmiya. Old friend, extremely sophisticated. Adamant, his real name is Enma. Enma, the one who freed me, appears before me. You did say you would comfort me one day. Is this good? But like, Akmiya can't be satisfied with this because his whole plan was to torment Adamant into praying so that the Lunarians could be obliterated. That hasn't happened yet. Now he's just chilling on the moon. But I am null. I've given you information about humans and the power to dissolve you to phospholite. Why did you restore me? How long does it take for you to fully transfer your power to phospholite? About 10,000 years. So now phospholite is inheriting Adamant's power from jamming Adamant's eye into his socket. And for 10,000 years now, he will just be tormented by visions of the past until he too is given the ability to pray for the obliteration of the Lunarian souls. I think is what's happening. Okay, that's quite interesting. One thing that has always compelled me about this series is the timescales. Just something about the idea of all of these conflicts, all of these characters, all of these routines going on for hundreds of millions of years or however long it is. I don't even know, but just an awe-inspiring timescale. Not just that they throw that in as sort of like useless flavor, not just as like a big number for the sake of a big number, but somehow it really seems to settle into the atmosphere. That when there's scenes of like kind of cheerful irreverence of the characters just having fun, you're really struck by the fact that like, wow, like this is just kind of how they've been interacting for that long. And then in other cases with, say, like Cinnabar's loneliness, his feeling of uselessness and isolation, to similarly amplify that, to extend that going forward. I don't know. It somehow it clicks, it fits. It makes you really feel like, yes, this is how it has been for that long. And again, just the wait, 10,000 years. Adamant and gems that have become Lunarians, this is the end of our hostilities. We give you the city on the moon to live in from this day forward. This is also amazing that there's this many gems. Again, it speaks to that history that for so many generations, gems had been reviving on the beach, had been living their lives, had been captured by the Lunarians, and scattered as dust upon the moons. That there would be this many. That once they're all back, there would be this many. You're now the citizens of my district, so enjoy lives in safety, comfort, and happiness that would be the envy of your forebears. Okay. And so, until the new divine completes his path, have a pleasant 10,000 years. Wow. Okay. So, Phos is going to live alone on Earth for 10,000 years, inheriting the power of the prey machine. Then presumably he is going to finally pray. I don't know if Fos knows this plan. Does Fos understand that he's getting these powers? Is he gonna keep checking and trying to pray every once in a while? Like, I don't really get that, but sure. Meanwhile, the Lunarians and the revived gems are just gonna party it up on the moon. I don't know. I like it. I like it. Again, it just has this gravity to it, this weird gravity, where just the hugeness of the timescales, the freshness of the ideas, the bizarreness of the art, everything just has this sense of like almost like a biblical feel or a story from mythology that it's like I don't know. It's so weird. It's such a compelling series. It will be on hiatus starting next issue. A resumption notice will be posted in this magazine and the official website once decided. Kind of mirroring Fos's torment alone through all this time. All right. We will see what happens next. Crazy, 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 crazy. Bye-bye for now.